Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Breakthrough Real Estate Real Geeks Training. Real Geeks recently went through a bunch of amazing updates, and they've offered a lot of great new tools for us realtors to take advantage of and truly help maximize our conversion rates. So today we're going to do a brief overview of a lot of their new features, but we're going to be starting off with a few of the basics and going from there. So thank you very much for watching, and let's jump right in. On the screen, you're going to notice we're starting off at your settings menu with your general info. Now, one of the main things you definitely want to make sure you have taken care of is your SMS notifications, your primary email, as well as your autoresponders. Now, the autoresponders I have fun with. I kind of tweak here and there to see, like I just changed mine right before we started this to try something new. So in this case, I'm trying, thank you for using our website. And then in the email, thank you for using our website to find your new home. And then have you seen anything you like, or do you have any questions? So trying that. And then if you are part of your round robins, make sure everything's available there. Last but not least, as far as the notifications, you definitely want to make sure your notifications are set. So here in the room with me, I do have one of my agents, and we're going to be going through this training together. So I'll be referring to him periodically throughout this training. So everyone say hi to Fred. Fred's typing his email.
Hi, everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so are you almost finished typing your email there? Perfect. Okay, now in the comments below, if you use many of these like first name, last name stuff in your things above, let me know, because I just keep it basic. First name, pretty much out of everything we do, that's the only one I use. Now profile image. This is where you can see my personality. I like to have a little fun, professional yet fun. Okay, now my personal notifications for mine suggested. Now, because I do have a team of agents, I stick to the important notifications on them only. Now, you definitely want to make sure that you have some sort of connection to Google. We already set that up on mine, and we just set it up on Fred over here. You want to make sure that your Google communication is going back and forth between your emails. Now, if you're a team lead, you have access to the round robins and the third party, etc. Now, it's going to be up to you how much you want to use any of the weighted round robins, the lead transfers, the hours, things like that. So we'll kind of skip over all of those. Now we are going to talk about templates here shortly.
Okay. Hey, let me run this by you, see if you see any holes in it. Thanks for looking at the Breakthrough Real Estate website. If you provided your phone number, I will be calling you to discuss your interest in area on the real estate. If I didn't get your phone number, please feel free to call me so we can chat.
I think it's good. Might be a little bit long, but run with it. See how it works. Yeah.
That's in the autoresponder message.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So if you're satisfied with that, let me go back to the general. Okay. So we got our autoresponder there, right? Now over here, do you have round robins? Did I give you access to that?
There is research unavailable, evaluation.
Okay, so I gave you access to put yourself in and out of the round robin when you want. Okay, so you can either choose to take leads or not when you want. Okay, so you just click on the available, and then you're either available or not.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Property search, property evaluation. Somebody wanting to know what the property is.
Yep, that'll put you in the round robin for that one. Third party is other outside websites like Realtor.com, Zillow, anybody that's paired that we might get leads from. Because the property search is our direct website. So third party is anybody outside.
round robin means goes from agent to agent to agent.
Yeah, we spread them around. So any of the leads that come to the website, we spread them between the agents. So that simply puts you in the round robin with the agents.
What if you don't do it?
You either want leads or you don't.
You're either available.
Exactly. We can't predict when the leads will show up. You know, people search when they search. So it goes around the circle, I guess you can say. It goes in the round robin.
I would imagine that being available for all of these gives you the best exposure.
Exactly. If you're looking to make sales or get leads, I would hope so. Yeah.
It's your content.
Yep. Okay. So you're good there. Perfect. Okay. And now at the very bottom, you're going to see your notification preferences. I would highly suggest keep it in suggested or well informed. Okay. The only reason I have the admin is because this is everybody else. Okay. This is me monitoring you guys. Over here is my personal leads, right? So you don't have this one. So just
What are you suggesting? Well informed?
one of the two. Yep. Okay. So as long as you're at least suggested, you're good.
Oh, okay. I don't even keep up on all
Kind of.
these.
Well, no, it's your job as the agent to deliver. So it's your job to stay up on your leads the most. And then we're supposed to keep up on you.
This is all leads.
Just yours, exactly. Yeah. Basically, it lets you know when they favorite a property, when they send a property. Yeah. Well, no, you're either going to be well informed or perfect. That sounds good. Okay. So moving on, go back up to the top and you'll see that you got probably your next one is going to be either lead assignment, pawns, or template. Which one is it? Probably.
The way to the top.
Yeah. See, top.
Oh,
Templates. Okay. So go ahead and click on templates.
from there.
Alrighty. Now this is where we're gonna have some fun. Okay.
Couldn't find out that demo.
Nope. This is where we're gonna lay your platform of success. Let's say that. Okay. So templates. These are the emails you're gonna send 1,000 times that it's not worth you redoing, just like your template in zip forms. It's gonna be the same basic idea every time. You're just gonna edit the details, right? So we wanna set up several templated emails. That way you can respond fast
Kind of a gamut of choice.
and better than you would have if you had to rewrite it and do it every time. Exactly. Okay. So you can see here on the left-hand side, you have template emails, then you have text templates, sign up responder, and live chats. So there's actually 4 different ones there. Do you have the same options? Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's start off with template emails. Okay. Now right here, you can see I already created one. Josh Ezel, Breakthrough Real Estate. Thank you for using. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this one so you can see it. Okay. Now I'm going to actually do some more edits to it. Okay. But if you read mine, and let's see if I can scroll up here. Okay. So it says, hi, first name.
I have to click on create new.
You will. Okay. Right now I'm just showing you mine. Okay. So this one, it's the first one I use on every single lead, my personal thank you email. Okay. So this one, it's the autoresponder goes out immediately. Okay.
I have to send it just to contact.
Yep. Now, when I personally sit down and send an email out, this is the email I send out. Okay. Or we can actually use these. We can use these for numerous purposes, but let's just stay focused on this one. Okay. When you actually sit down to send an email out, you want it to be a little more thorough. You want to show a little more detail, and you're actually going to see the homes that they've looked at. You're going to know which city they've been looking in, a little more detail on the home, right? So you want to go through all the basics, but you only want to focus on what you want to say about that, right? So you'll notice here, okay? It says, hi, first name. My name is Josh Giselle. I'm the owner, designated broker, Breakthrough Real Estate Property Management. Thank you very much for using our website, blah, 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 blah. I specialize in, and you'll see Phoenix, okay? I edit that, okay? It might be Surprise. It might be Goodyear. Wherever this person happens to be looking, that's what I write in there, right? So I haven't had to write one thing in this email yet, but I may end up going Glendale for this client, right? So I customize that, okay? So let's keep going. And the surrounding areas. So just in case it is Glendale/Peoria, right? Okay. And can happily assist you with either buying, selling, renting, or property management. Through the website again, you have access to any home or property that is listed in the MLS, including bank-owned homes, short sales, privately owned homes, and new developments. Okay. Why did I put that in there? My nose is itchy. Why did I put that little spiel in there? Yeah, exactly. Bank-owned homes, short sales, new developments. Why did I put those? Why did I specifically say that?
You know, I've been getting emails asking me to be an agent.
Again, yep. But for example, how many times have clients not used you for a new home because they don't think about it? Or they go into one without you and then you don't get paid on it. Or, they think that foreclosures are like this special thing, that you have to get put on these special lists and stuff. It's like, no, we have access to the bank-owned homes. We have access to short sales. We have access to new developments. I want them to call me for everything, flat out. I can help you with real estate. There's no, I didn't narrow it down. Why are you? So that's my idea there. I've been burned too many times by people going, oh, we went and bought a new home. Why didn't you call me? Oh, I didn't know you did that. Yes, I do. So, okay. So I invite them to come back to the website like 2 or 3 times. Okay. And then I specifically let them know bank-owned homes, short sales, everything. Okay.
Is this email being sent to the Real Geeks program? Or is it
Yep. But it also registers through Google as well. So when they reply, you'll get an email to your Google account and you'll get it here. So you'll see it in both spots. So that's the nice thing about it, is that you don't have to be in Real Geeks to get these emails or send them. Once you send it from here, the thread will show up in Google.
Can you send them this from your email?
This is right now we're in Real Geeks in their template spot, but it will get sent from our Real Geeks accounts. Yes. We only have one Real Geeks account. Real Geeks is Real Geeks. You're either sending it from or using it inside or not. So everything in Real Geeks is it's in Real Geeks.
I'm not using my Google email.
Right now you paired them. So it's able to send and receive emails for you. But yes, you are using your Gmail account that we set up, but you're just using Real Geeks. Don't worry how the clock works. You're just sending emails. Okay. You're able to send and receive emails and they show up in Google. Yes. All right. So, okay. So, I could represent you buying, selling a home. See, this is a longer email than I would like, but it's very thorough. Okay. And it works in my experience. It covers enough basis and it covers the hot spots. Okay. So you got bank-owned homes, short sales. Okay. As you investigate main listings on my phone, email away. Never hesitate to call. Any question you have is important. I'm here to assist you along with represent you buying, selling home, investment property management, letting you know the other stuff that we provide, as well as a 20+ year resident. I believe that Arizona, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So it all kind of adds up here. Right. And what's so funny is that I'm almost at a 30+ year resident coming on.
So would you mind sending that to me so I can read them?
Absolutely. I'll do that here really quick. So what I want you to focus on is what can you send, okay? Ideally, rather than just copying me, I'm showing you these as a way to get a start, okay?
But that does give me an idea.
We're doing it now, exactly. So,
It's on my Gmail.
well, yeah, but ideally you could just start typing. Like, let's go ahead and make yours now. So, template email, and then you're going to go ahead and create now. Yep.
Name is my name. No.
Just, it's the name you want of the template. So this will be like your first email, second email. Okay. Now let me know when you get to the when you answer your subject line, because then we're going to add in the final bit here. That's going to make it the best. Okay. And then subject line. Okay. So this is again, kind of like your first, like the responder email, but this one can be a little more. So I would, notice in this email, the only thing I'm customizing is the city, right? And so in this one, a good subject line would be your blank home search, right? And then you just customize the city every time you send it. Make sense? Like your Phoenix home search or your Sun City West home search. And that's the only thing you're having to customize. I like that idea. It's a great first email. Because you already said, thanks for using the website. Make sense? So I'm going to be switching mine. Boom. Okay. So now you got my email there. Okay.
Okay. Now I can tailor make it to what I want.
Exactly. But now before we do anything, we're going to put the final piece to the puzzle. So do your hair, make yourself look all warm and fuzzy, because we're going to make a video. Okay. This is something they just added. All right. And what's so neat about this is
so they're looking at it first.
And this will get views. So the good news is you just kind of wrote your script. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And that looks nice. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So you can just basically repeat what we just talked about and just have some fun with it, okay? So when you're ready, you just hit the red button there. And then when you're done, you hit it again. Okay? So what do you think?
I should have written a script. I'm not good at that.
Well, try this. Say, hi, this is Fred James. That's it.
Hi.
No, we're not recording. Don't worry about recording. We're practicing.
Hi, this is Fred James.
Thanks for using BreakthroughRealEstateAZ.com.
Thanks for using BreakthroughRealEstateAZ.com.
And then just say something fun and personal. I'm excited to help you. Here's me, okay? When I was young, I made a joke about being young. I might look young, but I'm really enthusiastic. Don't let it fool you.
I'm an old guy, but well experienced.
But you're younger than many agents. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, I'm using video. That shows how in tune I am. You know what I mean? Something silly, like I would make it fun and make a joke. Okay, that's me. Okay. You could also go the serious route and be like, I've been an agent for over 30 years. And the moment you find anything you like, don't hesitate to reach out. The market's very hot. I'm excited to help you. You can take it serious, you can take it fun. You're not wrong either way. It's kind of whichever way you want to go. But basically, thanks for using the website, and then say something really brief. I've been an agent for over 30 years. I can help you pretty much in whatever type of sale you're looking for. As you can tell, I'm sending out videos. I'm in tune. Yeah, I love technology. Don't let my age fool you. I'm excited to help you. And you can make 2 or 3 of them, and you can see which one works better. That's the exciting part. There's no wrong answer as long as you're monitoring and adapting. Or if it works, leave it alone.
And this can be changed.
You can have like 4 of them and just decide which one you want to send. Absolutely. Okay. So which one do you want to try?
As you get older, your mind gets fuzzy.
Everybody's does when you're talking about video. Everybody's does. So, Fred James, Breakthrough Real Estate. And what do you think? Are you going to go serious or funny?
This is Fred James. I'm with Breakthrough Real Estate. I want to thank you for coming into our website, looking for properties in Arizona. I've been in this business for about 30 years now, and it amazes me that I can even keep up with this type of technology. And I'm here to serve you and for your needs. And I'm well capable of taking care of either residential or business properties. I've been experiencing both.
So it was really good. You got a little flustered in the middle. That's the catch. Keep it short. You don't have to remember too much. So just, like when you said, I can't believe I'm able to keep up with this technology, but here I am, and I'm happy to help. Leave it there. You don't need to explain beyond that. You did fine. You know what I mean? That would have been a good place to stop.
So can you edit this?
No, that's the catch. Okay. So after redo. Okay. So let's try it again. You got it. Keep it short. That was good. So just got it. But don't forget to hit stop as soon as you finish.
This is Fred James, and thank you for coming to our website. We're here to give you a hand.
Here to give you a hand.
Hi there, this is Fred James. Thank you for visiting our website and inquiring about Arizona property. I've been in this business about 30 years, and I'm here to help.
Good. I love it. Quick and easy. Let's see what you look like.
Hi there, this is Fred James. Thank you for visiting our website and inquiring about Arizona property. I've been in this business about 30 years, and I'm here to help.
You want to try again? Think you could go a little smoother?
Well,
I would. The only thing I would do
now that I know how to do it, I feel more comfortable with the script.
Okay, yeah, but let's do. We're gonna get through one today. Okay, so go ahead and keep this in front of you. That way you can click stop as soon as you're done.
Oh yeah, I moved it.
And the only suggestion I have, go ahead and click out here, is you're going back and forth just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little nervous, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so just make sure you're staring right there. And
Hi there, thanks for visiting our website and inquiring about Arizona properties. I've been in this business 30 some years plus, and I'm here to help you find your ways.
all right, that was the throwaway. Let's try it one more time.
That was a good.
That was a little bit. So, it's kind of, you're like me. It's like you get it perfect, and then there's a throwaway, and then you do this one perfect. Good. Whenever you're ready, please.
Hi there, my name is Fred James, and I thank you for visiting our Breakthrough Real Estate website. I see that you are looking for some Arizona properties, and I'm here to help.
That works. For right now, that would be perfect. Okay. And then promise me you'll come back and you'll have some fun and you'll make one that you love yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just have to think about this.
Yep. Okay. So go ahead and scroll down just a little bit and you'll see right under there it says save as. Okay. So click that. Nope. Right there. Okay. And so call this like the Fred James intro or whatever you want to call it. I think every great realtor should wear a Johnny Cash t-shirt when they do their videos. Oh, that's great. Okay, here we go. Ready? Now you get to see you're not the only one. Here's me. All right. Here we go. Okay. I actually can't make my own video because I'm in a video right now. All right. And there you go. First email template, your blank home search. Okay. So that's where it's saved under and as in the templates. Okay. But this is just the template. You're not going to send it from here.
Right.
This is your editing.
Or you would draw it in.
You're going to draw it in from, it's a way easier place. The actual client has it in front of them. Okay. So you just created your first template email. Okay. Now let's hit a text template. Okay. Now what's the key to text templates? Okay. So let's take a look at this one. Okay. So you can see this is the text templates for Real Geeks Leads. Okay. Hi, blank. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for checking out my listing. It's a gorgeous home. Are you free today or tomorrow for a tour? Thank you. Okay.
And that's already in.
Well, this is one of them, but obviously this is for a listing, right? Obviously.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I guess you could say that for anybody. Okay. So this one we'll go ahead and leave. Okay. Here, I'll actually get on my computer and do it with you so you can see. Okay. So text templates. All right. So you went under create new. So let's call this buyer intro. Okay. Now message. Hi. And then let's steal this for the first name. Okay, so that way it automatically puts in the person's first name.
So do we just click the first name or we type that in?
I copy and paste it with the two brackets on either side. Dude, you need to stop.
Are we saying the same thing again?
Well, this is a text message. So it's going to be same, but slightly shorter. So,
Thank them for visiting our website.
well, you thank them for using the website in every message. That way, they know why you're emailing them. That's the common connection. Plus, by doing this, they can click on that message right there and go back to the website again. So we're always making it easy to get back to the website.
Also, you have a hyperlink.
It automatically turns into one in most cases. Yeah, exactly. Seen anything you would like a tour of any homes? Any questions? Question mark? Thanks. Josh.
To create that hyperlink, I have to type in breakthrough real estate.
Well, here's where you could also add the video too. Yes. So, okay. There you go. That's all I have. Hi, first name. Thanks for using my website, breakthroughrealestateaz.com. Would you like a tour of any homes? Any questions? Thanks, Josh. Right? And then you could add your video. All right, in this case, I have an intro video.
Is it breakthroughrealestate.com or is it breakthroughrealestateaz.com?
breakthroughrealestateaz.com, and that's it on that one. Okay. And then I added my video. Boom. Save. I guess I can go back to my template emails and actually add that. So thank you. Edit. Phoenix area. There we go. And I'm gonna go there. Let's add that. Select the video, insert, and update.
There are no spaces between breakthrough, real, and state. No spaces.
In any website, there's none ever. Like there, yeah, you just continue on. Okay. So your text template should have your video in it now as well. Well, it's not technically one yet, but in most cases it will turn it. Like
That's turn blue.
no, that's the key, exactly. You're not physically making it a hyperlink. When you text this to me, my phone will register that you put a website in it, and it'll actually show up.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Do you have your phone handy? So it turned itself into a hyperlink, and you could actually just click on that. It'll take you right to the website. Okay. So that's why I put our website in everything. It's that simple. Okay. So, okay. So now what's the thing? If you're sending a text message to somebody, basically my only thoughts are exactly kind of what I kind of said is, have you seen anything you like? Want a tour? You know, that's basically it. So any questions? I would keep it short and simple. Those two things or one of those things. Or if you could come up with a shorter, better way of saying it, even better.
Any of the properties?
Would you like a tour of anything you've liked so far? Something like that, you know, and just make that the one question. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I think that would be a very powerful one question.
If you want to personalize it, you get away from the general lowest, really.
Yeah, yeah. I think I like your question better than mine. That doesn't sound bad. It's a little more than I would say personally, but it sounds that might be you. That's that, you know, as long as it flows to you, that's what matters. You know what I mean? A lot of people speak more professionally than I do, and it doesn't sound right in my head, but I understand how it could be very good to other people in a lot of other settings. I always diffuse things by laughter and joking. That's what I do. So anyway, okay. So yeah, if you're good, just say, thanks, Fred. You know, and then we'll add the video. Perfect, website, thanks, Fred. Okay, now go to the top because you want the video to show up first. So right above, hi. So we got your text email, your templated intro text, your templated intro email, complete with video and everything. Okay. It hopefully will be. Exactly. All right. So we're good here for right now. Okay. We'll come back to these in a different training.
You know what I like?
Sir.
Reinvent my responses.
As time goes on, you'll get to that point.
It makes it easier for me to talk to 10 people instead of 1.
Exactly. And then the ones that respond, you could have that personal conversation.
Yeah, you go to the next step.
Exactly. You're saving your time.
An intro to you.
Exactly. Love it. Okay, so you got it. So let's go ahead, and you already took care of your communications, your calendar, and third-party integration. This is where we've already brought in, you know, the other stuff. So we're pretty much set on your basics at this point in time. Right on. Nope. Okay. So now let's go ahead and put them into action so you can see what we've done. Okay. So on the left-hand side, you'll click on leads. Okay. And how many leads do you have? So I'm going to go ahead and click on my top one. Okay. So go ahead and just click on your top one or whatever you like. Okay. So so kind of just see where I'm going, just kind of emulate mine. So yeah, I'm going to the lead in general, okay? And see how it says at the top, Josh Weasel, new lead, action needed, okay? that means that I have not made contact with this person yet personally. Okay, so yours should say Fred James.
It just says new lead active.
Okay, perfect. Oh, with no name, because it's just yours. Yeah, mine has everybody. So if it was not my lead, it would say your name. That's okay. See, it's nice knowing these differences. So yeah, you have a flag. That's what it's telling you, is that we haven't made contact yet. Okay. So if you go down to, well, here's a few things to notate here. Okay. So you got the name, phone number, email, right? Underneath, see how it says the Twitter, Fred? See how that Twitter logo is lit up? Okay. And that does not look like a Carolyn. It's an interesting looking Carolyn. Yeah. So normally if that's lit up, which it appears, oh, now it's not. Never mind. It went away. On the screen, it looks lit up. On my computer, you can tell it's not. Never mind. Interesting. Okay. So this person came to us and they are labeled as a buyer and seller. Okay. They're not, this one on me is not assigned to any lender. Me as the agent, and it's active. It automatically defaults to active until we change this up here, right? So active, blank, canceled, escrow, future, prospecting. So we can change that to whatever we want. Okay. So top right, see where all the info is? Some of it, it's what they fill out. It's what we fill out. It's what hasn't been filled out yet. He has access to it. Yes, but he's not actively on unless you tell him to be. Okay. Okay. So you're on the same page. Is that what this is that this tells you a bunch of different things. In my case, I'm looking at a buyer and seller. You're looking at whatever it is, a buyer, I think. Okay. So my status is set to active. Yours is not set because it's just yours. I just assigned. Okay. So once you make contact, you can figure out what they are, right? Because right now I think, what does it say? Blank. Okay. So see blank, but it could be active, canceled, close of escrow, inactive, dead, future, in escrow, non-client, prospecting. See, you could set it to whatever you want. Make sense? Probably. We'll get to that in a minute. Where they're looking.
That could have been a city, right?
Could have been. Yep. But we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. So urgency, it's always great when you find out how urgent they are or if they fill it out, right? Cold, obviously. Contacted means blah, you know what I mean. Hot, not contacted, opted out, and warm. So you can see the different designations there. Okay. So any questions on the top part? It's pretty straightforward. It's kind of like their information on the left, what we're tracking about them on the right-hand side. Because like, for example, it would be great to have somebody hot and then looking within the next 30 days. Or we would, once we find out.
So we can go in and make those up.
Exactly. Once you find out the information, boom. Yep, exactly. All right. So I'm going to switch these back because we have no idea. I think this was nothing, right? And then this was nothing. Okay, cool. Okay. So any questions about the top part? Make sense? Cool. All right. So let's go down to the next block. So right here, this is the perfect. Okay. So we'll use that in a second. Okay. So the next spot down, you're going to see that there's this block here. Yep. And then follow-ups. And then over here is what they've looked at. Okay. So you see the big box, follow-ups, and then what they've looked at. Make sense? Okay. So here's the box. Okay. This will be the majority of where we do any activity we're going to do. Okay. So you could see how there's a bunch of options right here. Okay. That's going to be our world in a minute. Okay. We're going to skip over this right now. And over here on the right-hand side, you can see activity summary stats. Now, what does your person say there?
Zero favorite property, zero contact premium,
Okay.
135,000 each price.
Wonderful. Okay, cool. Okay. So beautiful. Okay. Well, last email update or last search. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, nice. So they actually searched. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and scroll down and see how mine has the last few homes this person looked at. Okay. Does yours have anything like that? I'm going to do the same thing with what my person looked at, because my person was looking at a home on Morning Glory. See, I'm not signed up for the website again. Dang it. All right. Okay. So I want 628-6848. And then she also looked at, what is she, he or she? 628-9878. Okay. And then 628-9979. And then 628-9946. Okay. So you can see on mine, on the TV, how my dude, lady person, Carolyn, looked at two different homes. You got 17269 West Morning Glory, and then you've got 4882 East Fernwood, and then you've got Deer Hill, and then last but not least, you've got the home Doubletree Ranch. Okay. So based on this, it's really kind of tough to get a pinpoint. You've got 4 complete different areas, 4 complete different price points. And yeah, kind of. Because you can see 55 visits to the website, right? 408 properties, 3 different saved searches, an average price point being $758. Okay. So this being said, it's going to be tough to actually offer one email and give him much information. We really need to just ask him some questions, pretty much, right? So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the email. Go and take a break with what you're doing really quick. I'm going to show you exactly what you will do, and then we can do it. Okay? So yeah. Well, you don't even need to get into the MLS to do what we're going to do right now. But you can't, you should. It'll take it to the next level, but not mandatory. Okay, so for example, okay, so, forgive me. Okay, don't fall. Okay, so here we got email, and right now we've got the new blank. Here's our templated email right here, right? So just click our templated email. Look what pops up, right? So homes in the Phoenix area and Prescott, etc. Like, because that's where they're looking. Okay. So you got the generic email automatically made out to Carolyn. And then I'm just going to say right here, I specialize in the Phoenix and surrounding areas, including Prescott. That way they know I'm looking at what they're talking about, right? And then just send. There you go. Right? And I let me here, I could show you okay. See, and here's how the video shows up in general. See, it comes in framed in the website if they actually need to. Isn't that cool? There you go. So that's my intro video. Okay. So, Carolyn's good. So what I would do is I would naturally, boop, okay. And then we could, since these are the homes that they looked at, if it was anything more narrowed down, I would actually try to set up a portal for them, okay, with the subscription. But since he's looking all over, we can't. There's no way to set it up. So, homes you looked at. Okay. So in this case, we can say, hi, Carolyn. Thank you again for using, oops, sorry. I'm gonna do, I hope you are having a great week. Thank you for using our, and in this case, I'm not actually gonna say it, website. You looked at a lot of great homes around Arizona, including Goodyear, oops, PV, Prescott, and Florence. You looking for a primary home or a vacation home? Dang, I can't type today. That's a better question. I'm happy to help. There we go. So there's a good intro email, right? So let's go ahead and fire this guy off. And there you go. The only thing missing now is to call them and literally say, hey, Carolyn, like if they pick up, hey, Carolyn, this is Josh Ezel with Breakthrough Real Estate. I just sent you a couple emails, you know, some great homes you just looked at, and then you have a total conversation starting point, right? If she doesn't pick up, hey, Carolyn, this is Josh Ezel, Breakthrough Real Estate Property Management. Thank you so much for using our website. Hey, I just sent you a couple emails. Please check them out when you have a quick moment. One's just a quick market overview, introducing myself. The other one is the MLS link for the homes you were looking at. You know, let me know if you have any questions or want to go see anything. You know, it's a perfect, logical, solid starting point for either point. Okay. So that's the power of this. And then the same thing goes to, like, we sent off the email. Now, if you want to be completely redundant, see how it says SMS text right here? Okay. Now you can say open SMS text and it'll pop up over here. Okay. Now you can see, hi, you recently inquired about a property. This is our AI from forever ago. Okay. So now what we can do is send our blank text, which, how do I say this? Well, here. Okay. So here's our buyer intro must-haves. Okay. So like down here you have, I don't know what all of these are fully, okay, like merge fields and stuff like that. I don't know, but here's our templates. So buyer intro, any must-have leads, chat buyer. I don't know what that is, but we can choose the intro. See, it's the one we just said, the one we just made, and it's got the video down there at the bottom. Okay, so we could just literally say, boop. We just send an amazing video email, and then we just sent an amazing video text. Okay, and it's all right here. Done. Okay, so that's kind of what we want to do with yours now, is to kind of send as customized, detailed message to create that rapport. These people don't know us from anybody. And so we're trying to stand out from the crowd and build that rapport in like negative 2 seconds. Make sense? So, yeah, so let's go ahead and go back to your, if you're able to get into your MLS, cool. If not, don't waste too much time because okay. So in this chat box or the box here, you can see how it says activity, follow-up, email, chat, SMS, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, that lets you know what options you have available. And we wanted to send a text message and an email. Yep. So which one do you want to start with? Okay. Now, there you go. That's one you just made. Boom. Isn't that great? Okay. Perfect. Yep. Okay, so your home search. Okay, so this is, we know that she was looking at what? A multi-fourplex multi-unit. So we're going to change that subject line to your blank search. I would say your multi-unit or your investment property search. Hold on 1 second. Okay, get rid of. Yeah. Well, I would say like your multi-uni. I would say your multifamilies are always investments. So I would say kind of like your multifamily investment search. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Your multifamily investment search. Perfect. Okay, so now just scroll down, and then you can customize whatever you want inside this email. So let's go down just a little more in the email. There you go. So it's already got her name, right? Oh, we didn't change that in the template. Make sure you'll need to go back and change that in the template. But here, change it here. That's so funny. And you're not the owner of Designated Broker. Cool. Okay. Thank you so much for using our website. Blah 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 blah. I specialize in, I would say, Phoenix area multi-properties. Phoenix and multi-units. Oh, multi-units in Phoenix and the surrounding areas. Ha! There you go. Make sense? I think that's a good one. It's up to you to define what you want at this point in time. So you could, that's the beautiful thing about having a template, is you can tweak whatever you need, but it should just be 1 or 2 small things, if that. You know what I mean? So take a minute or 2, tweak what you want.
Her inquiry was mine.
It appears, well, unfortunately, it's not a huge sample. She looked at 1 multi-unit. That's all we know. So who knows? You know what I mean? So that's all we do know. So let's make sure she knows you help with multi-units and that you can help with everything. You know what I mean? So that's all I can say.
Yeah, because if she is an investor, all of this applies.
Potentially. Yeah. So to whatever extent you're happy here, then you send it.
Well, I think overall it gives a broader coverage of what we do as a brokerage.
That's why they call it a funnel. You know, you start here and then you get narrower and narrower and narrower until you finally make that sale. You know what I mean? So this is top of funnel. It's the very top of it, you know, so you have to go as wide as can be. So I think it's good.
Not only that, I think it gives the brokerage more real estate knowledge and credibility. Would you?
I agree. I like it. I love this. Like I said, I love this stuff. So if you're happy with it, let's send it.
I'm happy with it.
Okay.
If I can't do all of this, I can pass it on to you.
Or another agency. So go ahead and just go down to the bottom. Yeah, there you go. Very bottom. Oh yeah. 40, 50. How long have you been in the Phoenix area?
Let's see, I started real estate in 1986. So how many years is it?
That's 34, 35 years ago. 35 years in real estate. This says I'm an Arizona resident.
Oh. I came here in 81.
So 40 years. Happy anniversary.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what we have to go off of for this person right now. So you always want to start off with an email, a text, and a phone call. That's like the original. You know what I mean? You just make the contact. So obviously send him your intro email, but however you want to customize that email, that's up to you. You know, and if you unfortunately, well, you're going to see that the leads range so greatly. Like some of them you have 100 searches, others don't search at all. You know, some leads come to our website every single day, others come one time, and that's it, ever, right? And so we have to try to customize our angle to them based on what we see. You just do the best you can. Perfect. Cool, open SMS. All right, so this is that weird screen, okay? So you can see our AI that we signed up for automatically tries to start conversations, okay?
What's it called?
That's the artificial intelligence we signed up for. Okay, so you recently inquired about a property. Are you still interested in seeing it? It just tries to draw responses, okay? So do you remember where our template is located here? Yeah, oh, that's why we're repeating a few times now. But it's that simple. You've already sent out a couple.
Yeah.
It took a while to set it up, but now you're just using it. You know, that's the nice thing about taking the time to set it up. So
now I need repetition.
Yeah, let's go ahead and edit the template really quick, so that way it's set up properly. So do you remember how to get to where the template was? For the most part. There's so many things in Real Geeks that we can go over. Yeah.
I don't know how much more training you need.
Well, that's why it needs 2 or 3 days. That's what kind of we were talking about. Exactly. Okay. So if you want to check out the other training videos we have, you just go to YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Do I search Josh?
Well, if you want to, just type in Real Geeks, right? And
What about the other training though?
well, there's a bunch of Real Geeks trainings in general.
Oh,
Okay, so you don't have to just rely on me.
focus on something
Okay, but oh, that's a Real Geeks 101. All right, Real Geeks Training.
A lot of residual things.
Well, when you type in Real Geeks Training, notice one of the top 2 that popped up. Mine. Breakthrough, Real Geeks, CRM Training 1.
That's on YouTube.
That's just YouTube. If you type in Real Geeks Training, we should pop up. So there you go. There's one of our videos. Here's our other video. So if you just, yep, here's another one. Oh no, that's somebody else. So yeah, we're on here though, definitely. And then if you want, you could actually go to our channel. Well, there's a lot of breakthrough real estate, but you see that we pretty much dominate a lot of the breakthrough stuff. Where's our channel? Oh, let's see here. Oops, I can't type. I can't type. There you go. So, yeah. Okay, so where is it? If you go to our actual channel and go to playlists,